guys, welcome to another episode of Anime and Opposites. I'm your guest,
Hi guys.
Uforo, and
Ufara is doing
Eh?
a thing with his
I said
hand
I'm your
right now.
guest, whoopsie.
I didn't even catch that,
And I put my own whoopsie as well. Anyways, I'm your host, Uforo, and I'm with my co-host, Jola. Yeah. How you doing?
Yes, I'm good. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I think I'm still having a hangover from last week's episode. So I'm in such a good
Yeah.
mood today. Yeah, so I'm ready to like dissect topics. I'm ready to jump into things and you know what?
What?
Before we get into it, this is episode 20. Thank you guys for following us. So I can't believe we made 20 episodes. Exactly. Yeah. Let's go.
20.
The big 2-0. And we're going to throw a celebration at 50, then throw another one at 100. You guys wait.
Exactly.
Maybe 100 will be in Japan. Never know.
Just wait. Exactly. Speak it into existence, man.
Yes, that's the way.
Yes.
That's the way. So, yeah, first of all, I would like to say Jola has been doing incredible work. Crazy amount of work, So you guys give her props because
God.
she's giving us some topics to dissect. Oh, my brain is flowing with, things to
Wouldn't
talk
it be
about.
funny if we're the ones thinking, oh, top topics, and they're like, huh?
True. But then again, we are the ones discussing it. So if we
Exactly.
are,
Having fun.
having fun discussing it, I'm sure you guys will have fun listening. Well, hopefully you do have fun listening.
Hopefully. Yes.
All right.
But thank you.
Thank you, Jola, and thank you guys still for listening.
This just in.
So I'm gonna start, and So apparently, Far Cry 6 is coming out on October 7th. It's gonna be on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and PC. And have you played it, Jola? I've played it a while ago, but have you played
Which
it?
one? Do you know which one?
One of the Far Cries. I don't know.
One of them. Me too. I played a little bit. I think it was 4. I played it briefly. I had rented the game from there was a thing they used to do, a game rental they used to do in the UK. I can't remember what it was called. Film 4 or something like that.
Yeah,
anyway,
Film 4,
besides
Film
the point.
4. That's it.
No, Film 4 is
No,
the
not
station.
Film
I don't know
4,
if that
sorry.
was the name.
It's not Film
Of the-
4. It's red, right? It's a red.
Yes,
red
yes.
and white. Yeah.
Yes, and they used to do
something.
game rentals and
Yeah,
DVD
yeah.
rentals as well.
It's not Film 4, no.
Yeah. But I rented from them. I tried it at the time. I always thought it would be a game I'd be interested in. I still think I am, but for some reason I didn't really like the
Yeah.
controls for that particular game, so I kind of just
Yeah.
didn't give it a proper chance, and I haven't tried since then. But this one, I've seen the trailer of, and
And
I'm
my
definitely
guy from
curious.
Breaking Bad is on the cover.
Oh, is he?
Oh, you've not seen Breaking Bad? Oh, you darling.
No, I haven't.
You know what?
I know the guy though, so if
black
you
guy.
say he's there.
The
Oh, sorry, no. I was thinking
Yeah.
of the main
no,
guy.
No, not the main guy. No. Because I think I've seen the cover and the black guy from. He was one of the bad people, should I say? But he wasn't necessarily bad. Like Breaking Bad is kind of weird. Nobody is really, really, really good.
Yeah.
Also, I would like to say this. It's not in the headlines, but I like to say this. I've finished Outriders. So I told Jola over
Yeah.
in the chat.
Yeah.
I can't lie. It's been a while since I binged a game like this.
That's cool. That's nice.
Sonic is coming out in the new game. It's coming out 2022. We put it out on our Twitter as well. Guys, we have Twitter.
Yeah.
yeah.
We decided to finally do that.
We decided to find. I think I got a call from Jack. Said we had to create an account on Twitter. So I said, okay, no problem. Jack, you're disturbing me all the time. And if you
Yeah.
don't know who Jack
I'll
is,
do
Jack
it for
is
you.
the owner of Twitter. So yeah, I'm just the guy was bugging my life.
You should
So,
see
yeah,
your face.
So yeah, we're on Twitter, so you can follow us at at anime opposites actually, not and.
Yeah.
So just one word. Anyways, so Sonic is coming out. Did you see the little snippet video? Anything?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I
I
didn't see
saw
this
it.
video.
It looks like it will look good. It looks like it will look like a good game to play. Obviously, Sonic is that kind of game that how much would you enjoy it as a gamer that you are now? You understand what I'm trying to say? Like it's like
Well, you
Sonic
play
is not.
Sonic.
Yeah,
Okay,
go on.
go
Sorry,
on.
go on.
Sonic
Go
is
on.
what?
Anyway, I'm just trying to say, like how Mario World is, or how you play Mario. Now, it's been ages. Now, my memory of Mario World remains in SNES because that was one of the best Mario Worlds I ever played, which was Super Mario World 3 or 2. I can't remember. But that was one of the best ones I ever played, which was SNES. Literally leading to another conversation that we're supposed to have,
Right.
not in this episode. But yeah, that's an inside joke, guys.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
yeah. Also, speaking of
Okay.
which, game, the games, the game, which I'm going to probably do, is offering a. Do you know the store, the game?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They are doing a swap
I
for.
think it's just game, but whatever. Go on.
Yeah, maybe it's just game. So they're doing a swap for.
Because you confuse me. I'm like the game, the game. What game? What console are you talking about?
I feel it's the
And
game,
they're
but
going.
I might be wrong. I feel there is a
I
there
don't
in
know.
the name. I think so.
Well,
But anyways,
maybe.
they're
Go on.
doing a swap for for people to get Xbox Series S. So basically, I can take my game trading, but they're doing it at a very nice discounted value, and is a which I'm probably going to do. So I might be leaving Xbox One SX like in the next few weeks or one
So
week
you want
now.
to trade your Xbox
So
One
you carry
for
your
the
Xbox X.
series?
So you carry your Xbox One X or any game you have because they also have different prices for the PS3, PS4, PS5. But the thing is that they are giving the Series S, sorry, at a discounted value. So that's the one that doesn't accept CDs. So I'll carry my Xbox One X, give it to them, and then if it's I think my own hits the same value, they will give me the Series S and I'll pay only £50.
Yeah, but then do you want to? You said it doesn't accept CDs. So what happens to the?
I don't
Do you have? You
remember the
don't have any
last time.
CDs? Yeah?
I don't even remember the last time I used the CD. The CD that was
Okay.
inside the console, which has been inside since I mean I have like 3 games or 4 games, but this one CD has been
Yeah.
inside my console since, and that's
You
been
haven't removed
peak.
it since.
And that's I just removed it like 2 weeks ago, and that was Pro Evolution Soccer 2020. Now the reason why I even removed it is because I bought the update, which is 2021. So I've not even been playing the 2020. The CD has just been inside there, packing dust. So I don't remember the last time I used a CD. So I just wanted to put that out for people that are listening in the UK as well that want to trade
Trading
in and
possibly.
get a Series S at a very, very cheap value. So I just thought to myself,
Okay.
I want a Series X, obviously, but I said I don't have the funds that I would need to buy a Series S right now, and I could get a
So you
Series
might as well.
S for £50. Come
I
on.
get that, but you know me, someone like
No, no, no.
me.
Your CD. No,
I
no.
need,
I understand. I understand that. I
yeah,
understand the CD value. But if you were in my shoes, where you've not even used CD
use
since you bought
CD,
the game,
and you think you might as well. Fair enough. Fair enough.
it doesn't. As
Fair
in,
enough.
the only problem I have is that Series S. I think it comes in white. I hope. Hopefully, they have a black version. Then I'll be very, very happy. So yeah.
Mm.
That's it. So I
Okay.
just wanted to put that one out there. Then the next one, Emma Stone's is the Emma Stone. I said Stones. Emma Stone is the latest long line of Spider-Man alumni to deny being in Far From Home. I didn't even see her being in there in the first place. So,
Well, you know, if they are to bring in Andrew Garfield and they're bringing in
eh,
his world, they will likely
eh,
mention her and she will feature just
did she
like
die?
Mary Jane from the other one. So I mean, yeah, but again, it may be a thing where they would have mentioned because they are bringing it in. You get, or even if it's in a flashback of this happened, but if she's not in it, that kind of thing, basically. So yeah,
Okay.
all of them she shall be denying. When it comes out, it comes out, Jerry. Maybe it's just the baddies that they are bringing through. To be fair, because that's
And
the one that is confirmed.
I'm okay with the
So
baddies, and if they can just bring in one or two of the Spider-Man, like when I mean one, I mean obviously Tom Holland is there, but one of the two, we already know the
which
one
you
we
mean, Tobey
prefer.
Maguire? Yeah.
But yeah, that's, and whatever
Okay.
it is. Then Black Panther TV series is going to bring back Okoye. So you remember Okoye?
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
Okoye is also the babe from Walking Dead, so I gotta know her.
yeah, you do. You do.
Michonne.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that Walking Dead was sweet. Anyways, and it's still good, but I've not seen the recent
I
seasons.
haven't seen it. Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen it recently. Okay,
And
go
then
on.
Joker 2 script is being written by Todd Phillips. Any thoughts on that?
Nope. You know I haven't even seen Joker yet, so you just wanted me to say that, I'm sure.
Yes, I wanted you to say that. I wanted to just have that part on you.
Mm.
Apparently, I spoke about NFTs a long time ago in one of the episodes. This is
Well,
this
not
is
long, but like
yeah.
you did.
Well,
Yeah.
we look at it in the time that we've not spoken in the realm. It's long, but
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not that
sure,
long.
sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, not long, obviously. But yeah, imagine Charlie bit my finger sold for $750K as an
In
NFT,
as an NFT.
non-fungible
Yeah,
token.
thing, yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to go on a rant.
I'm not surprised because this Charlie, you know how crazy this Charlie bit my finger thing went
I'm
back
not
then.
disagreeing with how crazy it is, but
And
this non-fungible tokens is something that till now, I mean, I've done a little bit of research into it. I've looked
I
into it.
still
I've tried to
don't know.
understand it,
Let
but
me not lie to you.
it's such a weird thing. Like it's like I can decide carry my phone or something or a picture of myself. I'll make it a non-fungible token and I'll sell it. Now I don't, and this is not selling the actual picture. This is selling the digital. I don't even understand whether it's digital copy or a digital like license because the person still has the picture or something like that or whatever it is. But it's like creating a place in the cryptocurrency in the crypto world and saying this is showing that you have the to call that
Right
Charlie
to
Bit
this
is your
thing.
own or something like that in a
Yeah.
weird way. But it's
Because they
not
mentioned that they've removed the video from like YouTube and
yeah,
whatever.
so they have that
Now.
digital this thing, but the person can still have a copy. So whoever has that now, I mean, it is like kind owning a collectible item. Should I put it like that? So it's like someone that goes to go and buy comics and puts it in a sale because the collectibles item, or someone that goes to go and buy like a Michael Jordan shoes that he played with on the final days of his basketball and puts it into a box and say, so it feels like a bit of worship to me. So to me, I feel like I don't get the point why they should sell for this much. Like I don't get it. I don't get it.
I definitely don't get it.
But
But all I
people are
can say
making
is yeah, it was a
avenues are being made for people to make money, and it's one of the things that is the world that we're living in today is interesting.
and yeah, and it's also luck because who would have thought like it
Who would
would
have
come
thought
to
NFTs
this?
will come out, and who would have thought we can,
Yeah, whatever
Jola,
NFTs
you need
are.
to take you need to take a picture of yourself doing something now. Then
Why me?
in
Why
10 years
not
from now, we will now sell it as an NFT and say Jola back then before anime and opposites became this
you?
we're selling
Yeah.
as NFT. We'll sell it for like 2 billion.
Oh, okay. Amen.
Amen. So take that picture.
Sure.
And then finally my last one.
No, 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 no,
Let
no,
me
no.
say my
Okay,
last
you know
one
what?
now.
Say it.
Let
Say
me
it.
say
I
my
was going to
last
say
one.
let me say it, but go on.
Let
Go
me
on.
see my last one. So finally, my last one. Marvel's
Mm-hmm.
Eternal trailer has come out.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't even know what to say. You are. I don't know what to even say. You are.
For people,
Nice,
for the people to
nice.
get it, there's a particular headline that Jola is crazy about, and she wants to say herself. So she thought I was going to say it, and I was saying, finally, my last one, building up to the moment. And she was like, no, don't take it, don't say it. No, let me say it. And I'm like, no, I didn't budge. Then she was like, okay, I'll give up. You can say it. And then I didn't say it. I said something else. So
Nice
that
one,
yeah,
nice
that was
one.
quite fun.
But
Anyways,
yeah, Eternals trailer. Sure, go
yeah,
on.
have you looked at it? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have, and
What
I
do you
mean,
think?
to be honest, this is me. I probably um
You're gonna get shot in the head.
represent a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
that don't know anything about Eternals. So I don't know anything about Eternals, the characters and stuff. So seeing it from that perspective, I was interested in seeing what they wanted to do. Though I mean the whole trailer with the whole we were not, you have the typical, oh, we've always
Useless.
observed, but we
Useless.
never, yes, we never, what's the word? We
I
never
mean,
got
I mean.
involved, blah, 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 you know? But, sure, interesting though. And I
It's
like, what I
very,
like the
very.
most is the bit at the end. I
That's the
think
only
most
bit.
people like
Yeah,
that.
that's what everybody likes. Like
Mm.
the whole play on
The
the who is
MCU,
going to be the in
until
charge
who's
of
gonna
this.
be
So
the,
it's like
yeah,
they've been watching a TV show, all of them watching everything that is going on, and then they've not
yeah,
decided. They've not been like, see these stupid human beings fighting over stupid things, ha 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 ha, ha, and just enjoying
yeah,
themselves in the background.
yeah.
And now I have a little bit of problem. I mean, I have no problem with it, obviously, because I love Marvel. I'm going to enjoy watching Eternals because it looks like it's going to be well done. But
Yeah, yeah,
the
I
issues
agree.
the things I think about when I see everything, when I looked at that trailer. First of all, there was a lot of talk on what's her name?
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, her hair. So people loved it. It was all over Twitter, like people talking about the
Oh,
way her hair looked.
oh, okay.
I never really paid
Okay.
attention to it, but
What's
yeah,
so amazing about that?
don't know. Not necessarily sure I care, but I just said I should
Okay,
mention
okay.
that.
Yeah, okay. Fair
Then,
enough.
secondly, it's like that girl that is she's also in Humans, the TV show.
Oh, Gemma Chan.
Yes, so she's going to be having a relationship with two people because there's the relationship with the guy from Game of Thrones, and then the relationship with the other guy. I think there was a whole thing that there are two of them, and I don't know. You know, his name is Kip, right? Isn't he? The guy from Game of
Oh,
Thrones.
Kit Harington.
Kit.
He's the one you're talking about. I thought you meant the
No,
other one,
there's the other
the
one.
one that
She
was
has
this older Stark. Mm.
yeah. His name was
Richard
just
Madden is his name. Mhm.
yeah. So
No, like
she's
he was the older Stark son. That's what I meant.
yeah. So um, there's the kids thing. Then there's the other guy. The two of them. So I don't know whether there's
Hmm.
going to be a love triangle thing going on there. Not so sure. Or whether a Jingri,
Okay.
Wolverine, and Cyclops, Cyclops
Oh
situation.
God.
Yeah. So we'll see
Yeah.
about that. The movie did not give the first look is not that much. You can't take that much from it, so you can't really
No.
get that much of a vibe. It
Just
gives
that they are
me
supposed to be all powerful, and yet they didn't do
yes,
shit. Similar
I
to Captain Marvel, like okay, you were
yeah,
sitting
no,
that you
yeah,
were
but
doing
Captain
whatever.
Marvel
It's
said,
like,
let me even throw her away. I don't really, not because of this thing, but I said throw her away in the sense that she was there in the fight. She's not necessarily, at the end of the
but
day,
she didn't
even
do
though she
much.
was strong, or she's very strong, or meant to be the strongest Marvel, but at the end of the day, it didn't seem
Uh,
like it. So I can kind
I
of
think
bring her
that
bound to the level of the regular superheroes. Like,
the rest,
if
even
Thor,
less sometimes.
if a supercharged up Thor can probably take on her. Let me put because Thor is a god. Should I put it like that? So again, that Thor that came in not in Endgame, in the other one, Infinity War, that just came and appeared with the
That
whole
just came
that
landed. Blah, 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 blah,
now
blah.
if
Yeah,
I
yeah,
carry
yeah.
that Thor that almost beats Thanos, you know
Thanos, yeah.
that that talk I probably take on her. So I kind of have brought her down to the level. It's just like, and I don't bring her down to the level of Vision being useless because Vision was supposed to be
No, no, no.
something. He's useless.
Good. Yes,
So
yes. They useless our guy.
Wonder Vision helped Vision's case because we were able
Yes.
to see a little bit more of him and like say, oh, so you can punch. We didn't know you could punch
Yeah.
before. We thought he was
Yeah.
just
In that one, he was just there, like, for there just to be
a
the smart
glorified butler.
sort of
So,
or something. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
anyways, but yeah, so looking at first of all, their uselessness is something that's because if blips happened, people disappeared, and you did not do
And it still
anything.
wasn't enough. Yeah.
So what is it you've come for now? That makes me think.
Mm.
So is either you're very useless or there is something greater than which I believe there is coming
That's
because they
the
have
only
to
way to
build
play
it,
it.
and then
Of
there's something
course.
greater than them coming that is going to be, so bad. Now there was the other thing that I
Mm-hmm.
found out that Thanos is actually an eternal. So basically the way Eternals are. So Thanos is like one. So I don't necessarily. That means that they're not necessarily immortal. They just are reborn. So they kind of like that's what I did. I was doing a little bit of research, but I'm not so sure. So people that know about Eternals can, I'll still do more research into
Correct.
it. But what I was
Mm.
seeing was that they are not necessarily this thing. They are not necessarily immortals per se. They
They
just are
kind of
reborn, so they
reincarnate. So
reincarnate continuously, and they don't die. So they don't. So they kind of are like observers. And this is my own point, my own take. So the only reincarnation I got from research, but from my own take, it looks like they're observers. So maybe they've built up. Obviously, they all have powers or something. So they built up powers. Experience, watching the world, all those things happen for time to time,
knowledge,
and they
all
kind
that.
of move together like one big happy family. So or one big messed up family. I don't know. So basically, they might not be as strong as you think, but let's just say we have 8 Thanoses or Thanoses, however you call them, or 11 of them. I don't know how many of them are there, but you have all those Thanoses in one, and that's it. But just that I think they said Thanos is from the other side, so because of the color of his skin, he comes from. It's like as if like a distant kind of cousin or something. I don't know how they wrote it in a certain way. I cannot remember word for word. But basically Thanos is an
Okay.
eternal but comes from a different kind of lineage. That's why the color of his skin is the way the color of his skin is. Remember, there was a time, I don't know whether it was me and you that had the conversation or it was a friend. I was saying that it was Thanos from that particular place. But if you look at the people that were in the same place like Thanos was, he didn't necessarily look like them when they were telling his backstory. Like there was a little bit of a difference in the way he looked and the way they looked.
It wasn't you and I, definitely.
It wasn't you and I. But yeah, so it's one of those things I just thought about. So let's look forward to. I think those things will be introduced. I don't know when Eternals are coming out. Is it this year or next year?
At the end of this year, I think December or November, December. I think
Who
November.
does Doctor Strange the second one come out first before Eternals comes out?
No, I think that is next year, Feb. I think.
Oh, okay.
So I think
Anyways,
Eternals is first.
so is we're gonna get what's Black Widow? We're going to get. I'm trying to see what build up they have to Eternals.
Oh, Loki. Oh,
No,
movies. Sorry,
Loki is Loki is TV. I mean, they can give us some.
but
things on
they are still
yeah, they are still intertwined, but in a sense,
intertwined. Yeah.
So I know we have Black Widow. I
Because
think we
they've
have
already
no
said Loki is going to have ramifications across the MCU. That's what they said. So
look forward
anyway,
to the
go on.
ramifications. So I think if we say we have the MCU, we have Loki. Obviously, will do whatever he does, destroying things, and then and then we
I
have
think
Black.
he's supposed to be on the straight and narrow
I
in
mean,
this one.
he's a weird guy, so
Correcting
he's
things.
correcting, but he will end up messing things up. We know that. So Loki, then we have Black Widow. Apparently, my friend saw the trailer. Like he went to the cinema to watch Mortal Kombat, which he wants to call me about this morning because his mind was blown.
Oh,
And
okay. Oh, he hasn't seen it. Oh,
No,
okay.
he didn't. I didn't. He
Yeah.
didn't want to pay for the renting. It was
Right.
ridiculous.
Wow.
And then
Okay.
So he was talking about Black Widow trailer. So I need to go and watch it. So Black Widow. Then there's going to be I think there's going to be another one before we have Eternals. I know I'm not necessarily figuring No Way Home into it because I feel like they won't really cover
That's I
it
agree.
will really disturb the ramifications of the MCU per se. Because this one that they are going into the Spider Verse world, so we are going to probably have something that is outside of per se the MCU. They
Mm.
are going to be in a world of their own. But yeah, I'm just trying to see the build. I'm just trying to think of the build up to what the Eternals are going to
So what
face.
they
I'm
want to
trying
do
to
there?
see because I would have preferred if Doctor Strange came out before Eternals. Why? Because I can see how whatever Doctor Strange will face will build into
What the Eternals would.
do.
Mm.
Because Doctor Strange is that kind of person that he faces those beings that have
Yeah, fair
effects
enough.
on everything. But
Or
like that's
like the
why
whole.
I asked if Doctor Strange was coming out first. But anyways, it doesn't really matter.
Mm.
So sorry, I
Well,
took us on a little rant. On to you.
okay. Yeah. I'll start with the headline that Uforo here decided to use to play with me. Um, Basically, the first proper gameplay for Horizon Forbidden West just dropped. I mean, by the time this episode comes out, it'll have been like a little bit, but yeah. But basically, it just dropped, and it is looking great to me. I'm a Horizon Zero Dawn fan, so for me, this is like I honestly I can't wait for it to drop. I don't know when it drops. I usually hate that initial price of games, but we'll figure that out. Let it come out first. Let me know it is there for me to buy whenever I'm ready. That's what I want. But I just it looked great. And
It
Uforo
does
here
look
was
great.
telling me apparently
It
people
does.
online are talking
Yeah.
about her face. I don't give two
No, no,
shits.
no, 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 no,
Her
no, no.
face,
Can I?
whatever.
No, can
It
I
is not
say this?
major enough to make a difference. She just looks, I
No,
think they've just made
no,
her look like a little older. She does
don't,
look different, a little
don't.
pudgier on the face.
Don't make it
Yeah, yeah,
seem
yeah, she
as
does.
in I'm
No,
just
no,
do you
no,
know
no, no.
do
I
you know can
get
I
it. I saw
no
it. The moment I saw her face, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna lie. The moment I saw her face, I was like, oh, I wish they kept it the same because I
yeah
liked her face
yeah do
before
you know what they were
exactly
saying
as
do
it
you know what people
was.
were saying they were saying
What?
that the lockdown affected she was
Idiots. Even
that
she got affected by
she got affected. She was
lockdown.
eating too much. Now she has to go and work it out in this new game because she was eating too much in the lockdown. So now see her face. Then I show the
Yeah,
picture of her like
it
then show the picture of somebody else that is also in the game with her. It's like,
yeah, yeah. I take it you didn't watch the gameplay, I mean. I assume you
I
didn't.
did
You watched the whole thing.
not the
Or
whole
you mean
thing,
you
but
watched the highlights video?
I watched the highlight. You look good, Sha. I
Okay.
can't lie. It does look good. I'm not gonna lie. So
Yeah,
it's a good looking game. If it was on
absolutely. And then
if it was on Xbox, I'd
yeah.
definitely be playing it. So yeah.
Yeah, and the new mechanics that they've showed us a little bit about and things you can do, which just adds to the cool factor. And the new machines that they've showcased, we already saw some before, but you just see a little more going on, and it's looking great, guys. It's looking great. So Horizon, whenever you come out, we are ready for you.
Ready to spend
So
money, splurge that cash.
yeah, yeah, but yeah, I just had it. I had to say that. Um, so M Night Shyamalan with his name. Um,
That's his name.
he has a new movie coming out called Old. Did you check out the trailer? I sent it to you. Did you have time to check it out?
No.
No. Okay. I wish you did because I'm actually interested. I'm curious. I'm very curious as to see what goes on there. It's one of these, the guy likes all these spooky
It
almost
does.
thriller horror type
It does.
stories. And that's what this is. There's like a weird thing going on this beach where people are aging, and it seems there are other weird things happening to people, not only aging. It's a whole creepy thing, and I'm curious. I'm curious. So I thought it was a good one to add in here. So you guys can check out the trailer
I'm going to
for
check it out
old
after
and see what
this.
you think. Hmm. Um, Aaron Taylor Johnson, who played Pietro in the MCU,
Mm-hmm.
Quicksilver. Um, he's been cast in as the lead role in Sony's Marvel film Craven the Hunter, which is going to be coming out 13th of January 2023. So that's still a long ways away, but yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Whenever I see Sony Marvel, I'm always scared. Scared.
Yeah, but Marvel is still there. Let's see. We'll see. We'll
Mm,
see.
mm.
Powerpuff Girls series is on hold at CW for now, while the network reshoots the
Man.
pilot, and we are happy because there were things going on the internet where
That we did.
there were snippets of what the dialogue was supposed to be, and there's a lot of weird
We didn't
and
necessarily get it.
silliness. I don't know. I
We're
don't
like,
know.
what's going on here?
Yeah. I mean, we all know Powerpuff Girls is gonna be a very, very dicey one to pull off.
It's
Like,
very,
it's
very,
likely
it's
going to
difficult.
be, but we're curious. We're curious. So we're curious. So we'll keep our eyes out. So they're doing reshoots. Let's be glad about that. That
I
they're
think,
thinking. They're thinking,
there was
and let
something,
let them not go back to those awful looking outfits we first saw. So
there was something
there's something what.
I saw online, and it was a poll. Just touch on this for a second. And the poll was like, it was about the game industry. But like, do the fans have power in the game industry? And
Okay.
I think I retweeted the poll on our Twitter, and I chose yes. Now I carried that energy into this world, the entertainment industry, and I think right now the fans
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of power. I mean, we've seen it. We've discussed it with Zack Snyder, and as we discussed it with Zack Snyder and what's is coming out now, Zack is trying to use the fans
Yeah.
head again to try and bring out 300. Um,
Mm. And many
I
things, to be
believe
honest.
that before they came out, because normally these people that do TV shows, movies, and the rest, especially TV shows, they do run polls. So they do run like they make people watch some of the first shoots, and then they make a decision on, you know, should we they make a decision of should we go with it or not. But most times than not, I think those people that come and sit down and say go with it or don't go with it, it always go. They always get what they want. Go with it. But I think this time it has passed those people that sit in the room to watch those things. It's now like
Yeah.
pictures that come out. There are people they've employed to read Twitter comments and read Instagram
That's what are
comments.
the people
They're
saying.
like, so as they're reading it, and probably on Reddit, probably on all these websites and forums, they're like, guys, they said this thing is trash. We need to go and rework on it.
Yeah, we need to do this real quick. While we can still do this quick. Same with Sonic, right? Before Sonic came out, they spent like an additional year changing how Sonic looked now, and that's
Exactly.
because fans said
Exactly.
Sonic design was
It was
horrible.
horrible.
They went back
Exactly.
to change that thing. You know.
So I think this is the world we live in now, in that fans have power. So they will just, say they will just tweet, write, poll, and next thing you have to pull your thing back. Also,
Yeah.
this thing started a while ago, just one more thing, and why I even chose yes in the game industry. Xbox, this one, I think it's this one, Series X or Xbox One. Sorry, Xbox One was supposed to come out without a CD. So basically, yeah, what actually happened is that you would get a CD, so you buy a game. So I think you were allowed to have CDs, but they were trying to get people into, they were forward thinking, like I've spoke about earlier. So they were getting into
Streaming.
the whole point of cloud gaming. So
That's what everybody's trying to move to.
yeah, so now on cloud,
They should
and
sure keep
it's
CDs. Go
I
on.
think it's going to. I think next generation there will be no CDs, because don't forget, it's also environmental things where the world is
Yeah,
going
but this
greener.
is good for the other side, not
Do they really
you
care
know.
about the other side? They
I know
don't.
they don't, but they still have a little bit of a
Yeah, but at
market
least
here.
no, but really, but let's
I
think
like
about it.
CDs.
No, but at least
Hi.
in the next 4 years, when the next
I know
generation
that.
should come out, the internet in
Mm.
the other side, most of the other side should have caught up to not. I mean, now internet in Nigeria is not so bad. It's not fast though, but it's not so bad like it
It's
was
not so bad. It's the
4 years ago.
stability that is the problem.
That's what I'm trying to say. At least in the next
You
four
have
years, we should
fast,
be
but it's
able.
not stable.
That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
At least in the next 4 years, we should be able to get a sense of stability. Where yes, the whole world probably be in 7G and or 8G and in the super that we are downloading 10 gig in 1 minute. At least in Nigeria, we should be able to get 10 gig in like maybe in an hour. We should be able to have gotten to that.
Oh
So
well,
if
if
that
it is stable, sure.
that's what
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to say. We should get a sense of stability. But anyways, that's besides the point. What I was trying to say is, you will get a CD. You put the CD in your game. The game, which is what happens right now. If I put my CD in my game, it
Mm-hmm.
downloads the game
It will
onto the
download it.
this.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Now, but once it does that, that is just it saying your ownership certificate. You've downloaded it. Now, you need the CD to run the game, obviously. But if I was to give the CD to another person, they
You
cannot
have
use
to
because the
relinquish.
license is this was
It's
also trying
already
to
been given
protect
to you.
yes to you, so you can't
It has
share
been
games
attached to your console.
console. So in order for me to give the game to the person, I have to relinquish the ownership and then
That's
give that means I
ridiculous, though.
can't. So which is what they were trying to do. Now what now? Sony now came with a this and it was what's his name? Is he Kojima? No, right? I can't
No,
remember
he's
his name.
not the owner now.
No,
Hideo
who is the
Kojima is.
not Kojima? Sorry, I'm trying
Wait,
to
wait,
remember the
who?
name. The guy that
Who?
the CEO of Sony. What's his name?
Oh, I don't remember his name. I don't
And
remember.
that
I
I
don't
don't remember
remember.
his name. I know it's he. I know I believe it's a Japanese name, but I can't remember. And I feel there's a K inside, but I might be wrong, or maybe I might not be. I don't know. Let me not go too much into it. So basically, there was an
Go.
advert. It's still on YouTube now if you want to check it out. And it was like before the console came out, like oh, what's it? I can't see. Yoshida, yes, yes, yeah, and I said there's a K in there,
Hmm.
so I was right. So,
Yes, because of the Kenichiro.
Kenichiro. So Yoshida carried the CD and gave to somebody and said, if you want to borrow game from a friend, you just give them the CD, and then they now show the person collecting the CD and going to go and run it. So that thing
Mm,
was a troll. Like Sony trolled all of Xbox, and then the fans were outraged.
yeah,
The whole
and
game.
that's how they.
I don't understand.
The whole game was scrapped. Sorry, that was Siri saying I don't understand. I don't know who's talking to her. So yeah, the whole game was scrapped. And they now came out with the whole not scrapped, but they probably removed all that design and all those things. So now you can give CDs to people and blah blah blah. But look at where we are in
Yeah,
the world now. Cloud gaming. I was just trying to say that it's one of those things. I was just trying to say like, fans have power. That's what it is.
yes, they do.
Fans have
That's
power.
the gist.
That was the gist, and it's especially evident with the cancel culture we're in right now. So by the time someone should just tweet something, everybody has to arrange themselves
Sit
accordingly.
up.
Mm.
Mm. Okay. Um, what was that? So yes, Samuel E. Wright, the voice of Sebastian the Crab in The Little Mermaid,
Oh,
passed away, sadly. You
oh,
remember
oh!
Sebastian,
I'm
though?
sad, man. I'm sad. You know I'm sad
Kiss the
because
girl.
yes, and one of my favorite lines in Little Mermaid
Little
was,
Mermaid.
"And you poke up your lips like this." That's one of my
And he did.
and the lips came out like this. He said, and you poke up your lips. Shala la 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 la. Oh my, you wanna kiss the girl? Ah, man. Little Mermaid was. I enjoy Little Mermaid, and I watched it a couple of times. Yeah, that was interesting. Go on,
I've
please.
definitely
But
watched
yeah,
it a lot of times. But yeah, that's sad.
prayers for his family and members, and you know
Yeah.
everyone around that has been touched by this.
Okay. Um. So apparently, just a little bit left. Apparently, police arrested a 25-year
I
old
saw this.
woman for arson threat on Wit Studio. Wit Studio is responsible for, Attack on Titan, Great Pretender, and one new spring anime called Vivi Fluorite Ice Song, which I'll mention later. So apparently she threatened them with arson. I don't know. They seem to have arson related
Issues.
things over there. But
What is
anyway,
the problem? Why did she not like the way the anime
I don't
ended?
know. I don't know.
Did she say?
Yeah,
Come,
like
did
is
she,
it a thing where
did she come and say, "Come and tell me what happened in Attack on Titan"? I don't want to read the manga.
I don't want to wait. I don't want to read the manga, and I don't want to wait.
You guys need to do episodes now. I'll sit down here. I'll watch it, or I'll burn the studio down.
Yeah, you know. But yeah, she's been arrested, so that's good. I guess they're looking into it and making sure, nothing
Yeah.
happens.
Arson is a weird one.
And yeah, this is final thing. It's not a headline per se, but I saw something online, and I thought we'll just quickly mention it. I saw something online. For some reason, people are starting to ask who would win in a fight between Tanjiro, Demon Slayer, and Zoro from One Piece. And the answer for Uforo and I is pretty simple. So Uforo, tell us.
I think people put disrespect on my boy's name. It's not right.
No, but at the same okay,
no.
go on.
It's okay to ask these questions. I'm not saying don't ask the questions, but I think you should ask and answer. Don't just ask and anything can go. I don't care.
I think not anything can go. I think they're just trying to show the potential of Tanjiro.
Let's forget about that potential.
But it no reach Zoro.
It'd be like say they ask whether Boruto will beat Naruto. Come on, seriously. Not now. Not anytime soon. Let's just leave that place where it is. What I'm just saying is that Zoro is, if you don't know Zoro, Zoro is badass. Tanjiro cannot touch him right now. Maybe
Tanjiro
later,
is a growing boy, growing little boy.
Maybe when Zoro is old and grey or frail, I don't know. But
they can't meet.
And Zoro
they can
has
never
not
meet.
even reached his peak. So we were even talking about it pre-recording that Zoro has a chance to beat even Luffy. Not saying Luffy wouldn't win, but we're just saying Zoro has a chance to beat. That's how. And when people talk about Luffy versus, we look at Luffy versus the top dogs in the game, like the Narutos, the Gokus, those ones. Yeah, we don't look at Luffy versus Tanjiro. So,
those don't even go. But yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's all I'll just say. Anime and Opposites podcast is stand behind Zoro.
Zoro, yes, Mr. Bushido, Marimo head.
I mean, three. So if he can use his mouth, I don't even call him about the amount of weapons. I'm just saying that
right?
Santorio. If he should use his mouth alone, he doesn't need his hands. It's all he's using his teeth to hold a sword.
Yeah, like how do you use your teeth
to actually fight? You know when if I carry a metal pole and you carry a metal pole and we hit each other, strike each other's metal poles. Sounds weird the way I'm saying it.
Yes. Strike each other's metal poles.
It just came to me when I just thought about strike each other's metal poles.
That ain't right. That ain't right.
Right, but at least we all know Jola doesn't have a metal pole, so let's be okay.
No, you know what? You can go back. I wish I brought this up. You would have asked Kicks that let's strike each other's metal poles.
No, that would be wrong. That would be wrong. So yeah, it's the literal sense of the. I would imagine if I said metal rods. That's worse.
Oh no, that's worse. That's way worse.
So it's good I stayed on the metal poles. Anyways, pause and no homo. But yeah, I'm just trying to say, no matter how you say it, I want to say it will hurt the hand when you strike. But no, that's it.
I'm not sure there's a way for
I
you
don't. And then I
to
wanted to
say
now read it.
this.
So imagine putting it inside the mouth. It just keeps going wrong.
It keeps going wrong. There's no way.
I think there is no way to escape the wrongness of sticks or swords or stuff in
Or
hands and mouths
poles
or
in
poles.
hands.
So you know
Yes.
what? I'm just going to leave it alone and move on.
Hmm.
Because there's no
Yeah.
other way around the year. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
The
It's
moment I
okay.
said it, I heard it.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. So
That
it's that.
that wraps
That's
up.
the headlines.
Yeah.
And this is an interesting topic we want to dive into. Well, interesting to me, and I think it's interesting to Jola as well. And interesting to some people out
Definitely.
there. And I never thought about it till Jola brought it up from when she saw it. So, introduction into what it's about. There was a post on Crunchyroll's Instagram, and it's not a new topic per se. I think people have spoken about it in the past, but it's a 3 episode rule. So
Mm-hmm.
they spoke about it, and we would dive into it in a
Tell.
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they spoke about
You want
what
to
people.
tell us what the rules are? Okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
on.
that's what I'm trying to say. So the 3 episode rule is basically a backstory. It's that some people believe it takes 3 episodes for you to actually get what an anime is about before you should judge it. So
Hmm.
you know
Whether you
you
watch or
shouldn't,
not,
whether
kind
you
of thing.
continue watching it or not, whether it's worthy of your time or not. Now there are three
Mm.
different rules to the 3 episode rule or
Rule.
three different
Yeah.
exactly. So some people say 3 episode rule hits at episode 3. The anime or the show hits his stride, and I think this covers shows as well. So I want to even just not just leave it on anime. I think I want to go around and just look at it completely on the whole watching a TV show or watching an anime, but animes make more sense. So he hits his stride
Yeah.
at episode 3. That's number one. There is a twist by episode 3. So that's number two. Um, 3 episodes for and in anime is more in anime because animes are 20 minutes. So 3 episodes hits that 1 hour mark. So you've devoted about 1 hour of your time to watching
For which
to
is
follow.
usually like what it is for a regular show, right?
Yes, what it is for a regular show. Then apparently then some people say it's done in 3 episodes are done at once. So it's in a batch. So there's a flow between the first 3 episodes, and then so every batch they always do three episodes at once, but that they release it slowly for us. So this is what the different parts of. Obviously there are some people that don't practice it, which I would say I kind of fall inside until I heard about this, and maybe I do practice, but I didn't realize I was practicing it.
But you didn't realize.
And then there's
Same.
some
I
people
didn't think
that,
about it like that. No.
yeah, and there's some people that just watch the first 3 episodes first without any kind of mindset to it. They're just watching it just because, and then from there they will
Mhm.
now judge. Sorry. So it was one of those things that. So I thought about it. Do you want to say something about what you feel about that, and if you think where you think you fall inside before I say what I want to say?
Well, um, as you also said, I didn't actively think about this, but it makes a lot of sense. That you need roughly about 3 episodes to know if I'm dropping this or no, I'm going to continue checking it out, because definitely a twist occurs in
Episode
a lot of things by episode 3 or
or
before that,
episode 2,
because
yeah.
yes, which is also what we're going to dive into. So I definitely think this 3 episode rule makes a lot of sense. Because you need a hook pretty early on, some kind of hook,
Nah,
something
I
to
was I was
make
good.
you curious to dive into the rest. So
I,
I've always known this, but I didn't think about it as, oh,
as a
is it
three
in three
episode rule.
episodes or whatever. Yeah, yeah.
The Crunchyroll guy, I don't remember his name, broke it down into this whole world building, character building, and then the twist or something like that. So there was the whole they need to build the scenario, they need to build the area, they need to introduce you to people. Then there's the whole they need to maybe build the character or something like that. Then they now need to introduce the twist, which is maybe where the story has a fork in the road and is not necessarily going as straight as you think. I
Mm-hmm.
personally kind of disagree with the 3 episode rule. I don't necessarily agree
Okay.
with it. I
Okay.
would say I'm half and half with it. I'm not trying to say it does not exist, but I'll say I'm half and half with it. Why I would
When you
say
say, sorry, quick question. When you say you disagree, do you mean you disagree in the sense that it is at three specifically or within three? What are you
both.
disagreeing with?
I think
Okay,
I think it's
go
both.
on.
I think episode one is difficult to say, but episode one, I'm not trying to say those things don't happen. That's why I say half and half. Now I actually do believe in that whole they make 3 episodes in one at once. I now when I look at it, I believe they make 3 episodes at once. I also believe that most times than not, they put the twist in episode three, which can still coincide. So you can make 3 episodes at once and put the twist in episode. If you're making everything in an hour, it's possible that you put the twist at the end of the hour. Do you understand? So if you're looking at it in that sense, that means the cliffhanger is at the end of the hour, which is where the twist
Mm-hmm.
is. So
Mm-hmm.
I also believe that the twist is also where the episode hits its stride. So all
Mm-hmm.
those things kind of like layer on top each other, and then 3 episodes
Mm-hmm.
also equals to an hour. So I don't necessarily believe that they are all separate parts. Like, oh, it's a stride in episode three, or its twist occurs by episode three, or 3 episodes equals an hour, or they make it in a 3 episodes in a batch. I believe they're all one and the same. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So your face looks
Uh, I know
your face
I'm
looks so
still listening to you to where you're
so
going. I'm not sure
now.
where you're getting
No, no,
to
no, no.
yet.
I'm not. I'm just trying to talk about what I agree. I said to a sense I agree with it, to a sense I don't. Like, so I'm trying to say what
Yeah.
I agree with in the 3 episode rule. So I believe that all those things happen. Now, for
Yeah.
me, I have an extra bit of information that I feel, which is why I disagree with it. I believe 3 episodes, just like equals to an hour, committing yourself to watching 3 episodes, not 1 hour of a show. A TV show is 1 hour, that's different. Committing yourself to watching 3 episodes, which is you watch episode one, you go click or allow it to jump into episode two. You watch episode two, you go click and allow it to jump into episode two, and so on, and you watch episode three. I feel those clicks and allowing that doesn't allow you to disconnect is commitment. That's what I feel.
Yes.
I feel that that commitment, whether the show is trash or not trash, that commitment is enough to push you to watch the rest of the show. I
Definitely.
personally don't drop shows in episode three, not because of I saw the twist or I saw the cliffhanger or I saw the stride or he hit his stride or something or he got me hooked. I necessarily might not ever be hooked. But if I had committed
But
myself to
because you've
watch,
already committed to three.
because the
Okay.
so I'm sorry, I'm trying to get somewhere. So what I'm trying to say is that if I've committed myself to watch 3 episodes, I might as well have gone the rest. So I don't believe in it because
The
I feel
rest.
like episode one, not because of the twist does not enter, not because of the because you don't need to even put the twist. You don't need to put the stride or anything like that. I believe episode one can give you enough to know if you would get to the end of the show. Now, some of them, episode one might give you a little bit, but it should give you enough to pick you into episode two. So there has to be that connectivity. So it's not like the three. And I decided to practice it with one of the shows I watched recently, and I just said, which is what I've been trying to watch for a while. And I don't necessarily still feel, which I'll get into that episode. It was 3 episodes that, even though yes, they are funny enough, it it went through the same process. Episode one was more of an introduction. Episode two was where some of the world was being built. So you wouldn't see anything in episode one. You wouldn't really see anything. Then episode three is where maybe some information was now being dropped where the show started hitting its stride. So
Information dump. They will give you. Okay.
it actually
Go
did
on.
follow that same scenario. But I believe that it was not the show for me was not that great in episode one. I wasn't committed in episode one. But I had already committed my mind, not because of this 3 episode rule, but I committed my mind that I want to watch this show because someone else had told me, which I've been telling you about. Someone else had told me, watch this show. So my hook was something else. Though I did try and use the 3 episode rule to try and pay attention for the sake of experiment to what was going on. Like I said, there are many reasons why people watch a new anime, for example. I could have recommended it for you. So if I recommended a new anime to you now, you go watch it and you're trying to see what did Uforo see that Uforo thinks I would like. Now you might not see any of those things in the first 3 episodes, but just because Uforo said watch this anime, you continue to go, and hopefully
Oh
you
yeah,
will get to
of
that
course.
point where you will
Yes.
see that thing. So the show might not be your speed,
Mm-hmm.
but just because Uforo said this, you're like, okay, okay, let me keep watching, let me keep going. So that's your hook.
Absolutely.
Number two, you can watch an anime, sorry, because you're bored. So you have literally nothing else to do. So because you have nothing else to do and you start watching it, you try and attach to something. It can be character drawing. It can be. I'm trying to say for shows that are not good though. I'm not trying to say the ones that already give you what you need. So you might see the way they've drawn it, they design it, so it looks kind of clean. It looks nice. So the storyline may not be the best, but that is what has decided to keep you in the hook. And if you decide to get to 3 episodes, you're going to keep going. There is, I feel like even if me and you decided like now that whole we one we always laugh at and we laughed at out about it in the last episode, the boob people smashing each other's faces. That spot, I can't remember the name of the anime.
Keijo.
Keijo. Is that the name? The name even sounds better than this. I
Yeah,
believe
it does.
I believe that if we watch Keijo for 3 episodes, possibilities that you continue can be high. Not because you never still don't still think it's trash, but because you've kind of committed. Your brain is like it's like drinking alcohol and being with someone that is not so good looking. So you never found this person.
That's a
Is
horrible example.
I'm just trying to say they call it beer goggles.
I know.
That's why I brought it up.
I know.
So
I
it's
know.
like
I know, but
yeah, I'm just trying to say I don't know how I used to
I
pull
wasn't
up these.
expecting
I don't
that.
know how I used to pull these examples from the blue. That I don't know how my brain pulled them, but that's what it is. So
Okay.
imagine you've gone out with a guy or a girl that is not so good. Well, in your case, a guy that is not good looking that you would never really be on a date with. But you went out to the club or something and you're drinking a lot. Next thing you meet this person. This person all of a sudden sounds good, looks good, because beer goggles on, you're not really in your right distance. I feel like, or sometimes some people say you talk with someone, beauty in the eyes of the beholder, all those kind of things. Like you talk with somebody, and after a while, you get used to the person, whatever it is. I think 3 episodes is enough to make you get used to it. A lot of people dumped One Piece before the third episode.
Okay. Okay. I understand what you're saying. About committing, because by getting to three, you've probably already committed. Let me just. I might as well just watch the whole thing. I agree, and that is separate from obviously this 3 episode rule. Now, the way I see it is also that the 3 episode rule is it exists, yes, but you deciding to drop or not is one thing. But even if you continue the show, like the one you're going to get to, even if you decide, okay, I'll still continue, in your mind, you know, okay, this show is shit, I don't like it, but I've committed and I'm watching. So you've still made that verdict regardless. You already know,
Yes,
okay,
that's what I'm saying.
I still don't like this,
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm
I might
saying.
as well, whatever. So it still sort of maps the whole idea of how, okay, the show is good, it's not good, and then the whole thing about you saying episode one would tell you if you're going to continue or not is also true, because from episode one you're looking at how it looks to you, the art, the
Yeah,
animation,
whether you
the
like the
voice
protagonist.
actors. Yes, you are looking at all that, so that is going to push you to whether I'm going to continue into episode two.
Episode 2,
But I
exactly.
think what they're also trying to say is that you have to keep in mind that that is just the basic. Like when you see a person and you think, oh, this person
It's
is
good look.
attractive,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
not. Yes, so you will know that you still need to talk to the
Get to
person
know
some
the
more to
person.
know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, so it's similar to that and the 3 episode rule to know if this is something genuine that, oh yeah, I definitely like this or I don't, but I need to find out more. So that is the stride of for them to properly sell you on the idea of the plot
Watch
of the anime. You need to
to
watch
watch
at
three
least
three
three.
episodes now. But my issue or
Yes.
my question is, I feel if you formed a trash opinion
Yeah, but you know
about
that
no
trash
no no
opinion
wait,
is based on shallow things. If it
no,
is too
definitely,
early on.
definitely. I'm not trying to say it's not, but if you formed like now One Piece, everybody formed a trash opinion about it in because
Yes.
of the
Me
drawing.
too.
Yeah, you too.
Yes.
But it wasn't
Not
three
trash,
episodes.
but I was like, yeah.
I'm not gonna watch
Yeah,
it.
and it wasn't three. It
It
wasn't three,
wasn't three. It
yes.
was 20 or 40 or something like
It
that.
was about 30 for me, yeah.
Eh,
Because even
what I'm
episode
trying
3, I'm not
to
sure what
is
happened there.
at 40. One Piece
But
was not. No, wait. Get this is what I'm
I
trying to
think
say.
there are shows like One Piece that are not following that rule. Those ones just know
No,
we are
that's why
taking.
I am not. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
not
go on.
disagreeing with that, but that's what I'm trying to talk about. That's why I said I disagree with the rule. I'm not saying it does not happen, but I'm trying to say what kept you on One Piece was me.
Yeah, that's a different. Yeah, that's a
No,
different because you
that's
told me you
wait,
need to get.
get far. Do you understand?
Yes.
I told you you need to get far,
Yes.
and a lot of time, like now, especially with anime, sorry, that have bigger worlds. I don't necessarily think that bigger world anime
They
is following
can't
this
do
rule.
that.
They don't because
They
the
can't.
world is too big.
They are going for the long haul. The,
They are
the
going
ones
for the
following
long,
this rule are the shorter
short now. Okay,
seasonal ones.
let's stay on even the short ones that are very short. I'm still saying that by episode 3, even if all these things happen, they've gotten you, not gotten you, they've gotten to the stride, they've gotten to the twist, they've gotten to everything that needs to happen.
Well,
I
a
feel
twist. Mm-hmm.
a twist, sorry. I feel if you don't have some of the things that you have by episode 1, that twist would not do so much for you. That's what I feel like. I'm not trying to say the twist will not still help in keeping you watching it. But I felt like
Mm-hmm.
some of the back opinions that have kept you to episode
Have
3
been formed.
would have been like, if something is trash, like you don't like the look, you don't like the look, you don't like the storyline, you don't like anything. But then a very, very good twist comes in episode 3 that kind of like, ooh, I wasn't expecting that. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I wasn't
But
expecting
you
that.
know,
Wait, sorry. I wasn't expecting that. That's an interesting twist. But I feel like what those is like those shallow things that you call shallow, or those things, still affect it. Still would affect how you still view no matter how good the twist is, still would affect how you view the whole thing as a whole. Like I feel like that commitment,
yes,
that will
yes,
be those building blocks are kind of quite heavy. That's what
yeah,
they are, they are not
they are.
they are not as you know how because you put the 3 episodes, you're like 3 episodes, so it's at the end. Like I said, it is, I agree with everything that they say in the sense that yes, hit is right, yes, it's a twist, cliffhanger, blah blah blah, and 1 hour thing like that. But I'm trying to say that time that you've watched all that one, many things have happened. You don't like the protagonist,
Agreed.
or you like the protagonist. You don't like
Agreed.
the co, what do you call it, the supporting actress or supporting actor or supporting cast or whatever it is. You don't like whoever is
Okay.
the person that is the antagonist, or you don't like, or you like that. There's some certain things that have happened in that moment. Now the twist can come in, but the twist might not be enough because you already hate this character. You already do this
Agreed.
thing. So what keeps you on would just be like, I'm already there. I'm not going to stop. Let me see to the end of this twist because now I've seen the twist. So let me see to the end of this twist. So yes, you will see to the end, but would that make you now all of a sudden change the way you rate the anime? Could it? I'm not trying to say the storyline can be very good. Like not gonna lie, it's not as if Attack on Titan for me from day one. The moment I watched the first episode, I was like, "Yo, Attack on Titan is so sick."
Okay, wait. Okay, wait. No, before I forget everything I was going to say, first of all, I would say that. Oh gosh, as you were saying it came to me. It's skipping my mind now.
Okay, say the other one then. Don't worry.
Okay, what I wanted to say is look. What I wanted to say is, you mentioned the cliffhanger or the twist in episode 3. Yes, I think what they also do as well is in episode 1 they foreshadow the twist that's to come. So they give you something
That's
to
what I'm
let you
saying.
know that something else is happening.
And that's
one thing, yes.
That's the old, and that's where I am trying to say, like, that's why I'm trying to say, like, episode one is the sale, or episode 2 maybe, if you want. Some of them can push it them, but episode 1 should have enough to keep you on. If anybody goes by this rule and episode 1 does not have, like, even when they are doing, like the guy said, world building, they should build the world in a way that you as an individual have to buy into that world. You need to buy in by episode
Yes.
1, especially if you're coming from a place that
Sure.
I want to watch this anime, not because you're bored, not because you have nothing else to do, but because you want to watch the anime.
Absolutely.
I know that.
Now,
How long was, sorry, I wanted to bring this up in this topic. How long was each episode of I know it's going to be a drastic one to use, but how long was each episode of Invisible? And I know it's not an anime, so I'm just asking the question.
I think that
20
one
minutes.
was like a
30.
show now. No.
Yeah.
I don't think they were
Was 1 hour?
20.
It was an hour.
I think it was 40 something, 40
Okay,
to 50.
no, 40 something is an hour. Okay,
40
then
something,
let me
yeah,
leave,
yes,
let me
yes.
leave that one. Because I wanted to just say, like, but using that as a yardstick.
As I say, yeah.
You
Well,
you need to buy into the character. Now, what piqued your interest? You will say, "Oh, all this thing looks like DC." At the same time, it could have been annoyed you. So, two things could have happened. You're like, they are copying DC,
it either puts you off or it puts you on.
but you want to still. It still piques your interest.
See what
enough.
else they bring to it.
You understand?
Yes.
So it's like,
Yes.
it might not necessarily be a good thing, but it needs to pique your interest. You would find out that
In one way or the other.
even in sports animes like Haikyuu or even Kuroko, something happens in episode 1, like a battle between two people that might even be in the same team, or something like that. That is like, oh, that happened in episode 1. They just had like a mini showdown, but then all of a sudden the twist is that they're in the same team, or they will end up in the same team, or something like that. Or an introduction. So that I feel like the introduction of the main character has to be strong, or weak
Agreed.
enough.
I'll start telling you
or
the
weak
underdog
enough
story
to
or
make
whatever.
You,
Yes.
or weak enough to make you feel I want to support this underdog. Naruto
Agreed.
had the same
Okay.
thing. You
From the beginning, you
Underdog.
see that he has something.
I don't.
And the beginning already tells you there's this 9 tails, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah,
but
blah,
even
blah.
at that, you might not
Yes.
even necessarily attach.
Because you don't know anything
don't know
yet. You just know
about
there's
it.
a monster.
You don't know the
Yes,
story. You don't
yes,
even know where that's leading
yes.
you to. So I feel,
Yes.
rather than
But
saying
look-
episode, I'm just trying to say episode 1. If you're coming to watch an anime, sorry, you want to say something? Sorry, go talk. Let me before.
No, finish your sentence. I know are really talking a lot. Go on, finish your sentence.
Sorry.
Finish.
Episode 1.
Episode
if you
1.
really want to get to the bottom, I think episode 1 is for me. Episode 1 is the buy-in. I'm not trying to say all these things will not happen, but episode 1 is the
Agreed.
buy-in. Like,
Yes, but not the strongest buy-in.
not the strongest buy-in.
Whether you are sold or not.
the hook
I
is-
think 3 episode 1 is to sell you on the idea.
To get you
the
addicted.
episode 1 is just to get you to look,
Get to
to
episode
keep you
3.
looking.
To keep you looking to episode 3. So that's what I'm trying to
Yes.
say. Like, yes, I know people say watch the first, and I'm not. I cannot necessarily.
And they
agree
watch
with
this
that.
first 3 is to get you involved in the story
but that-
actively.
That's what I'm trying
It's
to say.
not just look upon surface,
No,
not
but I'm
just
trying to say,
surface.
no matter what, if I'm telling you a gist, Anybody
I
that
know you
people
must
that
use something sweet.
people that have listened to this, people that let's look at our fans, for example, people, well, our listeners that have
Yeah.
listened to this podcast. Let's say when we decided to share it amongst friends, family, and people around, apart from people that
Mm.
maybe have joined in separately through maybe marketing
Yeah.
or word of mouth. Family members, you'll find that at episode 1, you have like 24 views, 30 views, because everybody has watched it. Now, there's a drop off. You get to
Mm-hmm.
episode 2, some people stayed on from episode 1, some people dropped off. They're like, I've done my support. I'm not going to do more than my support. Episode 2,
Mm-hmm.
people have listened.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's going to be another drop off because some people that say, let me do extra support remained. Not the people that actually. Now there are some people that now got to episode 3. So some people that went from episode 1, episode 2, episode 3 would be like, this is my kind of show. I like to listen to this kind of thing. So they will continue to. Then there are people that got to episode 3 that at this point have gotten used to what we are saying and now want to keep listening because they are podcasters. They like listening to podcasts. So it is one of the shows they will put in there. And then 2, they're like, okay, I've committed this amount of time to these people. I'm going to continue listening. I want to continue hearing what they have to say. Not because I'm necessarily enjoying it. Then before you know it, episode 7, they're like, oh, anime and opposite. It's something they discuss. So I listen to your podcast. I hear it. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I'm trying to say, like, sometimes it's not is the commitment. It's more about the commitment than about the story for me.
Of course, I get that. I get that. Commitment is a major thing in there. But again, before I forget, you mentioned
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan, and I also wanted to use another example. You like Black Clover. Many people love
Yeah,
Black Clover.
yeah.
I know I am going to watch it because of it's the kind of thing I would like
Yeah.
typically. So I tried Black Clover, and which you already know. Now, obviously, I've only seen 2 episodes. I don't even think I got to 3. I don't need to get to 3 to be honest, like that, but because I have the general idea. But what kept me from continuing for now until I'm ready is the main guy, the protagonist, and
Yeah.
that's Asta because of
Yeah.
his voice.
Yeah.
That's an example of the kind of thing that you said can put you off and keep you from watching. Now I know that because of all the noise and it's my typical kind of thing, that I have to look past that and give it a proper shot. And the proper
Yeah.
shot for me is more than 3 episodes. I'm going to give it a proper shot and see.
Yeah.
But for now, it is on the back burner because of Asta. That's one example of the kind of thing
Yeah.
we're talking about, right? 3
Exactly.
episodes is irrelevant.
It's relevant.
Mostly. It matters, yes.
Yes.
But
yes.
it doesn't affect my continuing or not.
Yes.
Now, Attack on Titan, you mentioned. For me, I was sold from episode 1. And if I'm right, episode 1 already shows you the Titans.
It does.
It starts with the attack. So the moment I remember watching it, I already liked the art style. That already brought me in. And the world was like it's a weird old world. And then the outfits, all that stuff I liked. Then they now threw in the idea of Titans. I was sold. I didn't need more. So that's for them, that was that foreshadowing of twist. Something else is going on in this world. That was it. So that hooked me straight up and I was done. Sold. We've mentioned One Piece already as the type that does not, because I don't even remember what happened in episode 3. Maybe I think that's when they introduced Buggy or Zoro.
Was it even up to Zoro? Yeah, Zoro was pretty early on, but wasn't it? It was Cody.
Well, I think it was at the beginning that
Cody was the beginning.
That's the episode 1. And they show Nami stealing from a pirate ship. So, and you see Luffy jump out of the box and it's just screaming, and it's like, okay. Then the art style does not help. It's crap at the beginning.
Art
it's
style
not
does
good.
not help at all.
Yes. So something like One Piece, you can't use 3 episode rule at all. You won't go anywhere. You won't get anywhere with One Piece if that's the case. But then you have the ones like I said, like Attack on Titan, that sell you pretty early on.
Like
So even
even
something like
for
Darwin's
me,
Game that we both liked, that at the beginning you like the idea this is a game world if you like that game
that's it.
world. But even forget game world, at the end they hook you with that fight between that
Yes. What and
bad guy
now
that is trying to
I'm
kill
even saying for
somebody
me,
and Yasuo.
Attack on Titan did not even sell me because
Yeah, so how come?
I
Yeah, because
wasn't
you
into
said
the
so. How come?
mindset of Titans and zombie is I wasn't big on zombie
They're
animes.
not zombies though.
Well,
And I
that's
like the fact
how
that they weren't zombies. It made
I
it
like the
different
fact,
for
but
me.
that's how I saw it
Yes.
because they were
Oh,
mindless. So they were mindless and they were attacking
so
and they
we thought.
ate. Yeah, so we
Mm-hmm.
thought. And they were mindless, they attacked and they ate people. So for me,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the bad guy.
Oh, okay.
I'm one of those people that like the anime to be like, I'm if I go down to the bottom of anime, I'm a martial arts human versus human people. Like I find it difficult to even watch human versus alien. Like that's something I find very very difficult to watch. Not on a normal day or human versus a separate type of being. I like it that if I'm watching Alien, I want the same type versus the same type. I want human versus human. I want to see you. Yes, you can bring all the powers and everything, but I want to see you in an even playing field. That's how I normally see. That's the
How
kind
are
of
you watching One Piece?
they are not. They are all kind of the same kind of weird kind of people now. It's not necessarily alien. They are all humans per se. I mean, not
So,
fishmen. No, no, fishmen and the rest have come over.
fishmen, the animal creatures.
No,
I'm
but
just trying to say
I'm just trying to say
One
I've
Piece
gotten.
has.
I mean, come on.
Okay.
I love
You,
Attack on Titan now, so you can't say, oh,
okay,
but
okay.
before for the whole beginning of One Piece, it was still
Human, yes.
human. So
Yes.
I'm just trying to say
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
So me now I watch anime differently, but I'm trying to say back then, especially a lot of times I'm very very critical. Like when I come into an anime, I'm like, okay, show me the bad guy, show me who your fight, show me your first fight, because I'm very very particular at fights. When I see the first fight, I can know, am I going to like this or not? Sometimes
Mm.
some art styles are too kabami, should I say? Like you don't really
I don't
see.
understand what that's
So
supposed to
basically,
mean. What
so
did you say?
basically,
Klabaume?
no kabami. So it's like kaboom. You know how you say kaboom? It's just some
Kaboom.
art. Yeah, so kabami.
That word you
That's
created
I
just
created
now.
it. Yes. So
And
basically,
you said it like, oh, okay.
so
In the
basically,
dictionary.
no,
Go
it's
on,
my
go on.
word. So basically, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's that kind of art style that the person is you don't necessarily see the moves. They just show the end. So I'm trying to punch you. So I start the punch, bah, then something happens, meow, then I see the end of the punch, you're on the floor or something like
So
that.
are you saying you like this or you don't
I
like it?
don't like it. I want to
Me
see the
too. I
I
like
want
the
to see
impact types. I
I
want to
like to
see the
see the fight
motions.
process. I
Yes.
want to see the motion. So that
Yes.
all those
But then you
even
like Dragon Ball. It is more
I won't
about
say
me,
I
as you
like
said.
Dragon Ball like that. So I will put
Okay.
Dragon Ball as one of my top ranking
It
like
isn't
of
for me to
anime.
I because
No,
there's too much explosion. I want the
I
smaller
watched
things.
Dragon Ball
Yes.
because of I just had to watch Dragon Ball because it was an anime that or a cartoon that everybody
It's anime.
I hear anime that everybody has watched at some point, and if you're into anime you should at least have checked it out. So I
Same.
Dragon Ball did
And it has interesting stuff, sure.
it does. Dragon Ball did not fall into this thing. I committed to Dragon Ball for a whole different reason. If I was following the episode rule or something, or episode
You
one, like I
wouldn't
feel, I
be.
wouldn't commit. But I did, and now I'm into the. I know the storyline. I'm into the world of Dragon Ball, blah blah blah, and I can watch any Dragon Ball that comes out now and enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it goes.
Mm-hmm.
It took me further. It's commitment. So that's what it is for me. But like I said, so that's why Attack on Titan was one of those ones that I committed to. I wasn't sold
Oh,
from episode one. I committed
I'm
to. I
sad
wasn't
that you
like,
weren't, by the way.
but look at how I feel about it now. I'm just trying to
No,
say that.
I know. That's fair. I know, of course, I know how you feel, but I'm still sad that you weren't.
Yeah,
But go
and
on.
there are a lot of animes like that that even both of us enjoy now. But episode one was for me.
Such
But
as, do you have any in mind?
I don't remember many. I don't remember
Okay.
many. It's just because you brought up, I brought up Attack on Titan that I just try to look for a drastic one that is so good, but I wasn't sold on episode one. So it was more than it was
Were
the
you
It wasn't
Sorry,
because
were
I
you
said I think
sold?
I watched. I don't know if I watched Attack on Titan before you. I can't remember
I don't think so. I think I was watching it
when
around when it came out.
because I watched when it
Like
came
when
out,
it
but
came out.
I think I will continue watching Attack. I watch Attack on Titan because of the hype, not because of hype online. But if you're on your places where you watch like the crunchy rolls where you watch stuff, the
And
high,
just social
the high
media or people
social
talking.
media.
Anyway.
So the high ranking ones, the ones that keep coming to the top, the hots, the ones that you're like, oh, watch this. So this was
Mm-hmm.
when this is how I just and I don't think I had much to watch at that time. So it's one of those things that I was like I started watching there. But by the time I watched it a couple of times, I was like,
I'm
oh
shaking my head
really?
by the way.
Oh wow. Oh, I love this. This is interesting. And then I got to that point.
I think
Now
we
I
need
wanted
to
to yeah,
we
we're
need to
wrapping.
take your Attack on Titan card from you
No,
just
no,
for
no, no, no,
this.
no, 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 no. To even
um
wrap up,
well,
or I wanted to
I'm
talk
gonna touch
about
on
what
something
I
before
wanted to talk
that,
about.
but
Yeah,
go
I
on.
wanted to talk about something I watched.
That's what I wanted to do, so go on.
So I watched Eden Zero. I've caught up to the most recent one. I can see the difference with Fairy Tail. It's not necessarily Nakama-ish. It still has a little bit of elements to friendship. There is a friendship vibe to it. But I tried to do this 3 episode thing on it. That's why I'm bringing it up here. And yes, I could see what they did: build world, try to do this, try to do that. Try to make it this thing. And it's even not. It's on to recently said this is onto the episode 7 that I actually understand Eden Zero, like the name, because that's where the whole thing took shape into.
So are you saying it's looking better?
No, I would watch it. I wouldn't say it's looking.
That's not what I asked to.
Are you saying
Are you saying
it's better
it
than?
is looking better than Fairy Tail? Forget how Fairy Tail
No, it's
ended,
better than
but how
Fairy
you
Tail.
felt
It's better
watching
than Fairy. It's better.
how you felt watching Fairy Tail at the beginning. It is
It's
better.
better. It's better than Fairy Tail.
Really? Yeah,
No,
I've not watched Eden Zero and I don't plan to, but I'm almost 100% sure it. I won't say it feels better. I liked
Okay.
Fairy Tail at the beginning. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to watch the Eden Zero. I don't know, but I feel like I can't see it being better. I know I just said this because at the beginning, like I said again, I'm repeating myself. Yes, I know, but at the beginning, I really liked and enjoyed Fairy Tail, even though the Nakama power thing was annoying, but the characters in there were interesting. Their powers were interesting. So that whole thing was always interesting to me. Forget the main girl who that silly what was her name self? She was meant to be the main character, but I don't know why she was the main
Lucy.
character. Lucy, very kind of useless. Han was just to be in trouble and to scream and some fan service type
Can I
stuff.
say something? Can I say something? Can I say something? Now, Rebecca, which is the main character here
The version of her,
of
yes.
Lucy, is not well. She's not the main character, but she's the one that starts the stories to. No, but kind
Same
of.
as it's the
Yeah,
same
it is
thing
it's the
now.
same thing. But
Natsu
then,
is the main character, but they make
but
it
Nat's
seem
Happy was with Natsu, wasn't he? And then Happy, but this one Happy is with Rebecca.
yeah,
I can't remember.
dating.
No, not dating, like just together. So yeah, I was saying Rebecca is not as useless as Lucy is. The only thing is that some of
Okay.
okay, you know what the problem with this whole Eden Zero? At the
Mm.
moment, it only has some childish elements to it. So it's a bit childish in some places where it's playful, which maybe they were trying to do, but for me, it's not the best. But the thing is that I think they went a whole different route in the sense that people are not nice. So it's not we're not seeing niceness all around. Natsu or whatever his name is not Natsu. I can't remember his name.
You
Is
mean the version in Eden Zero?
yeah the version in Eden Zero is
Yeah.
not. He's just a mumu in the sense that he's not lived with human beings, so he's naive, so he does not know how the world is. So that's the only thing that can be slightly annoying because he doesn't know how the world. But that's not his fault. If you try and look past, it's because you keep I keep mixing Fairy Tale with it. If I was coming to watch this fresh with no hate for Fairy Tale, should I put it like that? I would probably enjoy it a little bit better. But because of how bad Fairy Tail ended, and the fresh mind, like I said, like you said earlier, I believed I enjoyed Fairy Tail at the beginning, like you did. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you said, I enjoyed
Yeah, yeah.
Fairy Tail. I think if you came into that same mindset to watch Eden Zero, and let's say
Mm,
they blipped Fairy Tail from your mind, I
yeah.
believe that you would feel better. You feel like Eden Zero is a better anime than Fairy Tail.
Me.
Yes, if
Yeah.
they were able to blip Fairy Tail from your mind, but because of the
Are you
enthusiasm,
sure?
that's what I'm trying to say.
No,
Even
do
the
you know why
fresh,
I say so? Because I also prefer this. Okay, I don't know the Eden Zero style of powers. Oh,
but that's what I'm trying to say.
so
The style of powers is actually very, very interesting because I will tell you this.
isn't it in space or something?
Yes, but the style of power is similar to Fairy Tail. They didn't really do that much. It's magic, but not magic because you know how magic is. Like, oh, fire, not so hard fire, this, like
Mm,
that. This guy is not using fire. It's like there's no fire per se. It's like there's a whole power in the world. Let's just call it chakra, but it's not called chakra. So, chakra
mm-hmm.
exists inside people. Yeah. So chakra
Yeah.
exists inside people. So people can use chakra and blah blah blah. But the problem is that what's the name? The problem is that the problem is that
Why are you clapping?
because your
I
eyes were
don't
dancing
worry about it.
around
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I
and it's
can.
and
The
it's throwing
problem
me
is that
off. It's
it's
throwing me
throwing you
off.
off. Sorry, 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 sorry. Go on, go on.
So,
I had to call attention to
because
it.
I'm
Sorry, sorry.
like I had no choice.
So how does Eden Zero really differ from Fairy Tale?
Yeah,
I mean,
what you had said earlier, we were talking about the powers and how you liked them. So
yeah.
I was saying, well, I don't know. I feel this is different because it's not, like now, when we had Fairy Tail, we had the whole fire coming out of fist, I guess. I can't really remember Fairy Tail for the life
As
of
if
me.
was
Yeah,
he was a
he
dragon
was a dragon,
slayer,
so he could bring out
but
fire
the
or something
fire
like
one,
that. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes,
Then the other
yes,
one
he
was
could pretty
Metal
much
Slayer.
bend
So
fire,
then the other one
metal,
would like turn to
yes.
his hand turn to metal and all those things and so on and so. And then there's air. Then there were some other things.
There was
Some
no
yeah,
L. Oh yes,
yeah.
there was
That
Air, the
girl.
little
Oh
girl.
yeah, you
Yeah,
forget to.
yeah, yeah. I just remember there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
So
Because when you said Air, I was starting to think, what?
Airbender, I know.
Ah, yeah.
You started to go,
Yeah, yeah,
oh, this year. But
yeah,
the thing is that this one is slightly different. So Natsu type, I can't remember his name, it starts
yeah.
from E. But
The
the
Natsu's
Nat
version, whatever. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
that's fine.
Natsu's version, he is a gravity kind of, I don't know, it's something gravity. So basically, it's not so okay. Here, what I was trying to say is that all the human beings or all the people in the world at this point in Eden Zero's world
Yeah,
all have
yeah.
something like chakra. It's not called chakra, but it exists in every
Mm,
being,
mm-hmm,
basically.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, there are people that are able to use it more than others, just like chakra. That's what I'm trying to say. It seems like chakra. You know that kind of thing that there's some people that are normal, then there's some people that like can use it more. But this thing exists in
Mm-hmm.
everything, even like robots and so. So it's basically the power that runs everything in a sense. Let me put it like that. And
Yeah, yeah.
so his own move, he learned it from a robot that brought him up. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So that robot was supposed to
Mm.
be like a whole like one badass basically, but we don't know the story. But the way when you start hearing about it, it was like everybody knew who this guy was. He was like, and it wasn't on the good side. So there isn't so much niceness because it's like even Ezra type, her name is L something, is
Okay,
like the police are after her. Do you understand?
okay.
Like
Yeah,
or the federation or maybe the authorities want to capture
yeah,
her. She's a
yeah.
pirate and she's not a good pirate.
Okay.
So even or she doesn't seem like a good pirate. Not that we know whether she's good or bad, but it's like
Mm.
even when Rebecca or Lucy
Mm-hmm.
heard about her, we're like, this person is bad. We have to avoid her. You know that kind of thing. But anyways,
Yeah.
Ezra was kind of connected to Natsu's past or the Natsu's father. Should I put it like that? or the Natsu's person, the person that took it, the robot. It's confusing the way I'm saying it, but the robot that took care of
It's
Natsu.
okay. It's all right.
Yeah, but
Basically, it
basically,
is different
it's
in
different,
that
but
sense,
it's different in
and
that
you
sense. It's
find it
not so,
interesting
yeah,
still.
it's not so lovey dovey. I love you, you know, that kind of thing. It's not so nice.
Well,
It's like more
not so
real.
nice.
It's
Okay.
like more real world. Should I put it like that? Like this is how life is. Do you get? So it's
Hmm.
easier to understand the story that they're trying to tell. So the power is quite different because it's kind of punch to face and it's not so much like I could see the fights, should I say. I'm just waiting to see more
The
because I haven't seen
impact.
too much the impact. I haven't seen too much, but I guess my most annoying thing is Happy's Happy's transformation. That's my most annoying thing about the whole show, in the sense
Happy
that
has a transformation.
now Happy is a normal cat, but Happy had an accident. Like Happy is a cat that
Okay.
Lucy found or Rebecca found, sorry, and they were together.
Yeah.
And then, as in when they were children, Happy had an accident and was going to basically die. Then some doctor now
Okay.
fixed Happy up, but rather than fixed
Okay.
him, like replaced his body with robots because like they had robots, you
Right.
get. So
So it's a robot cat kind
it's
of
a
thing.
robot cat, but
Robo
it
cat.
looks normal, but you would not know until he's doing the transformation, and then he can turn into
Right.
guns that Rebecca
Okay.
uses. So it goes through this kind of Voltron or Power Rangers transformation that they always show. That's the most annoying
Right.
thing. Like they don't need to show it every time. Say like ding, 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 ding. I don't know. it's quite,
Okay.
it's quite weird. They're like,
Okay. So
you don't have to do this.
you would
So yeah,
happily it was go on,
yeah.
go
Go
on.
on, go on. No, you want to say something.
I was gonna say, would you happily have kept Happy from the initial fairy tale, or did that Happy annoy you there too?
No, I didn't mind Happy at all. I think Happy was a kind of character in both in Fairy Tale and this that he reminds me of Chopper. Like,
Yes,
yes,
he's supposed to be
yeah,
that cute,
he's cute but
humorous
stupid.
kind of.
Very, very stupid but
Uh
cute. You get that
oh,
kind
okay,
of thing.
wait. Chopper is not stupid,
No, Chopper
so
does
he's
stupid
mean.
things.
That's me.
No, no, no.
That's
Chopper
just
does
he does stupid
no, no. When
things.
I mean
Yes,
stupid, I mean like proper like things that are like an idiot, basically.
you're
When
still
Chopper
saying the same thing. Stupid like an idiot is
no,
still
no, no.
means the same thing.
Anybody that is hiding, this is going on to Chopper. Anybody that is hiding and puts
Oh,
his
should
body
not
on the
hide in the
outside
other chair.
and puts that's an idiot. No matter how you
Yeah. Fair enough. Yes, but
so and
okay.
there are so many little antics that Chopper does that you're like, and I know it's
But
Chopper
you know it's
goofy.
humor,
I know
right?
that's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say. It's stupid humor. I mean, it's stupid, but we like it. That's what I'm trying to say. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Happy gives
Yeah.
that kind of vibe that is not annoying because he
Okay.
says stupid things like that. You'll be like, seriously, but it makes you laugh or makes you smile, should I say, for some
Yeah.
people that don't laugh or makes you at
It's
least
that
have
thing
a
that
you,
that thing it does, that wow thing that's ringing in my head.
he's
So
still doing it. They're still doing it now.
oh, they
Wow.
kept it.
Yeah,
Okay.
they kept
Wow.
they definitely kept it. They did not want the waves and I heard it so many times. Wow, throughout this I've heard it
Right.
already. But yeah, I think I
Right.
would keep watching it, and I have to desensitize myself from fairy tale to try to enjoy this. That's what I'll
To
say.
try to enjoy it. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's the only
Okay,
thing.
that's fair.
So I think that was it.
That's
But
fair.
this was basically after watching it for. I know we went off because it was from the 3 episode rule to kind of telling you about what I watched. So that for people that haven't
Yeah,
also checked it out, you can
that they can
try to
also
check it
two
out.
birds one stone. Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
You can
Um,
just keep me up to date
yeah, I'll
with
keep
it.
you up. I basically told you the whole thing. So he's
Sure, yeah,
so
because
you're up to
I
date.
don't plan on going there.
I know, I
So
know.
yeah, that's
And
fair. That's fair.
I think is there anything you want to add to this before we jump into our riders?
Yeah, I would just point out another spring show like Eden Zero. Um, that I had also mentioned it in an earlier episode that I was going to check it. Is that Tokyo Revengers? If you remember me
Oh
telling
yeah,
you
well,
about
I'm
it.
watching it, but I only watched 4 episodes and I stopped.
Oh,
When
so you've
like
gotten past the three. and you didn't
Yeah.
commit.
No, no, no. I commit. No, I. It was ongoing, so I watched and I stopped
Yes,
while it was like there was no other
while it got to
episodes.
four
So
or whatever.
and then I
Okay.
said, okay,
I do you plan
I
on
would.
going back?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I just want to let it build. Then I'll go back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So am I. I'm not up to. I think I have maybe one or two left, but okay. I'm glad you're watching that. The other one I'm watching, and I've gotten past the three. I'm already curious about it anyway. But it's called Shadow's House. I don't know how you would feel about that, but yeah,
Mm,
it has a Promised Neverland feel to it, but it's not dark enough. Uh,
mm,
yet anyway. So I don't know about that for you, but I'm intrigued by the story with that. Um,
okay.
but yeah, yeah. And they did put some little bits and pieces into the first three episodes, like the rule suggests, to sort of keep you interested if
Mm,
it's to appeal to you. Um, so that works. There are a few others, but I haven't um gotten past like the first yet, so I wouldn't say that. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Anyway,
okay.
and
That's
oh, sorry, I just remembered. I'm so sorry. In the last episode, you guys mentioned free, and I told you I'll check it at some point, right?
oh,
So what? Yeah, yeah, no, yeah. You know what? I agree with you. Even me,
even
even
you,
me.
the babe,
Yeah.
that should be
Even though
enjoying
it's
the
not.
fan service.
You know what? It's not necessarily for females only. I think it's also for guys, not straight guys, obviously. But no, okay, you know the problem. I've watched only three, two
Only.
episodes. Sorry,
Mm-hmm,
I've watched two, not 3.
mm-hmm.
And even with that, I was just like, the
What
show
is
is
this?
very the anime is hollow. There's nothing to it. It
This
has
is not.
no meat. It's just pointless kind of to me, and I'm just like, what are you guys doing? And the guy himself, the main character, is an annoying guy. He's an asshole, so I'm not even compelled by that. Then the so-called bodies they show doesn't do it for me anyway. It's just, again, mm, just
Why
doesn't.
does it
Nah,
do it for
nah.
you? That's a question I want to ask. I want to understand something
I'm not
because
sure anime
I'm
does
going
that for
point.
me. Let me just put it. Yeah, yeah.
That
Okay, first of all,
can
I'm not sure anime does it for me.
this
Wait,
is
wait. I know you want to relate it to yours because it's not the same.
okay.
First of all, I can tell you. Okay, look at how I reacted to Aizen. It's not like, oh my god, I'm swooning
No,
and
but
dying, but
Aizen
you
is
know
a
I like
different.
Aizen
Aizen is
and he's
just
a good looking guy.
Aizen. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Aizen is kind of like we have to because Aizen is just one person, like or one anime
Okay.
character. I don't
Yes.
think it's
But you,
enough.
because you were trying to.
No, because I can bring up any
Okay.
one anime character and say, "Oh, this one is not." That's I'm trying to ask you because
Have you
that
ever
that
felt that way about any? Because I know you are completely cut off. You've said that before. So me,
yes, but
I
I've
where
not. I
I've used
have.
Aizen. Do you
I
have
have.
even one?
I have
Oh
one.
really? You've never
Yeah,
told me who?
I
Who?
don't know now. I would know later.
Ah, you see. You're just saying it just to make your point. You have nothing to show for it. But if you say so, fine. Keep it in mind, and please, I invite you to tell me when you've thought of it.
No
Okay, I
problem.
invite you to tell me. But back to what you were asking me. Well, first of all, they're in high school. I can't. I just it does. I can't really. I don't know. They're a bit too young, if that makes sense. And then it's
But
just they look
those
okay. So you
animes is
have the
what? Are they
trim
not in
body.
high school?
They are in high school, yes, but then they are not necessarily. Uh, I don't know how to put it. Okay, so okay, hold on. One of the characters is kind of looks younger and acts very chirpy and young, for example. So that puts me off anyway. And then when you throw in trying to show body, though he's not the one whose body they show a lot, to be fair.
Mm,
But okay, let me put that aside. Aside from that, so they have this swimmer's body, and then but at the same time, when they show them at other times, they just look kind of skinny, like almost like you're hungry but you are fit. And
yeah.
that to me, I think that one is also the drawing style, so that doesn't match well for me. So when they're showing and it's all sparkly, I'm like, yeah, okay. I get what you're trying to move for, but fine, whatever. That doesn't do anything for me. I'd much rather almost look at Zoro or something when he's fighting
Yeah.
and he takes off the top part of his yuka. Well, that's for where they are now, Wano. But you know what I mean. I'd much rather look at Zoro or something. That's not
Yeah.
skinny. I don't know. It's all over the place. It's
I
hard to
get what you're
explain.
trying to say. I
It's
get
hard
what
to
you're trying
explain.
to say. Anyways, it's
Yeah.
just not. It doesn't
And
just
it's
work.
just too flashy. Anyways, too flashy.
That's
No,
it.
it doesn't.
It doesn't
It's
work.
too flashy. No,
No
no, it
problem.
doesn't. And again, the show is stupid.
Okay.
It's
That's
empty,
you
empty.
know
The
the
show is
problem I
empty.
have with
The animation is nice, so like the swimming pool. Oh my god, looks very pretty, very very pretty. But the show doesn't have any meat to it, so there's just
I think
nothing
that's
to
my
put you
problem
there.
with most of these fan service shows. Like, if I need meat, so if you want me to
Yeah,
just stay on the fans, as in be able to suffer through fan service,
to stomach
please
through
give
the
me
yeah
meat.
yeah yeah yeah
Yeah,
exactly. High School of the Dead had plenty fan service, but there's so much more
yeah.
going in there that you don't like. It's fine, you know. But it's not good. But yeah, that's about it. We can go into sorry for that little segue. We can go into the
Riders.
riders
Yeah,
and yeah. Do you want to say yours first or
yeah.
yeah?
So
Go ahead.
mine is the top anime for me. Hard
Mm.
comedy, has action, quite overpowered. So that maybe that's where some places are a bit
Quite.
weird or very overpowered. I think he's the strongest character in the whole anime world, and we're yet to see anybody
Yeah.
that can beat him. But I think it
Yep.
pains me that I'm still reading manga till date. Pains me,
Oh,
and
you
the
are?
manga is
I
yeah
don't think I
never
knew that.
stopped. Oh yeah, manga never
Okay.
stopped. I
Okay.
never stopped reading it. But the only problem is that
Oh.
the manga moves a bit too slow for me. So they it's not fast. Yes, it's nice, but it's
it's
you know
dragged
how
out.
slow One Piece can be.
Yes,
This is
absolutely.
slower than One Piece, so
Oh
you can
dear.
imagine. Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
not fillers though. It's just slow. It's not that they are fillers. It's
Mm.
just slow.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, let's get this thing
Let's
going.
get to
Come on,
this,
come on, move,
anyways.
move, move.
Yeah, exactly. But my rider still the best, still a goat of an anime, and it's a good anime to
Mm-hmm.
introduce people into anime world as well. Thinking about it, One Punch Man. I That's my anime,
Mm.
and I think
Yeah.
which I think we need to talk about.
Saitama.
We need to talk because
What, you mean Saitama?
no, we need to talk about if you want what kind of how to bring someone into anime. Like I think is a discussion we need to have because I've had this conversation
Okay.
with a couple of people recently, not recently, even before, and they always, whenever we want to talk to bring somebody into the anime world, we kind of talk what anime is the best anime to get the person to watch
All right.
in order to get
This
them in.
in fire. Yeah, we can. This may very well be next episode, to be
Yeah, because
honest.
it's
But
quite interesting. I've just thought about
I
it because
mean, we've
I
touched
always,
on it in little bits, but we can focus on it properly.
yeah, because I
Yeah,
think it's a
yeah.
real discussion to have in the sense of how do you like now. We know my wife does not watch anime. If I wanted to get her to watch, what's the best? You suggested Erase that time. I mean, I've not gotten her to watch it yet, but I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
what would be? How do you determine how to? We will talk about it
Well,
later. Let me not get into it now.
yes,
But I
let's
got, I
not
got,
die. Yeah,
I'm
yeah. I
getting
was about to
excited.
suggest.
I'm getting
I was about to
excited.
suggest something.
I'm getting excited. Let's wait. Let's wait. Yeah.
Okay, okay, fair enough. And my writer is, I went back to the first anime I remember really properly watching, and we discussed it. We mentioned it last episode. Anyway, and we've mentioned it before as well. I thought it's time to make it an official writer, and that is Ninja Scrolls. And that is for anybody who's never seen it but heard of it. You should definitely watch it. It's old, but the animation is still great, and the story is great, and
Old but gold.
it's just good. Yeah, an oldie but a goodie, as they
Yep.
say. So yeah, I think, and the dub is good. I actually only ever watched it in the dub. I tried the sub, but most of the times I've watched it was in dub, and the dub is good. So yeah, that's it. That's it. That's about it. So
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
that's this is the wrap up of episode 20.
Wrap up of episode 20. That this is a milestone. 20 is a milestone. So thank you guys for
Yeah, thank
keeping it
you.
real with us. First, sorry, I need to say something for anybody that is listening. Oh, sorry. My phone just started playing music all of a sudden because
Yeah.
it's hearing me talk. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I
Okay.
need to say something for anybody that's listening. Our app, we put out the post already. Our Apple podcast has not been updating, though we've been pushing the episodes
We've
through.
been publishing
We've
each
been
week.
publishing
Yeah,
each week. So, but we noticed, or rather, Jola noticed that it wasn't coming up, and
on Apple
we
Podcasts.
decided
Yeah,
to check it out. So it's coming up on all the other platforms. It wasn't coming up on Apple Podcasts. So we've sorted
yeah,
it out. We've put a fix in. It's coming up again,
yeah,
but unfortunately, we will need you to do something for us, which is go to our go on our link tree or our Instagram bio or Twitter bio, anywhere you can find our websites, and
yeah. The link tree.
update
Yeah,
your Apple link. So you click on the Apple
yeah.
Podcast link, it will take you back to Apple, it will get you to the show, and then that's going to
Hmm.
be now have all the episodes that you
All
probably
the
have
episodes.
missed
Yeah,
already,
and you
plus
can
this one.
also
Exactly.
yes, exactly, and you can also go to your Apple Podcast app and search for Anime and Opposites again, and you would see that there are two different ones. That's the old one that stopped updating, and the newer one. You'll see that has the new episodes up to date, and you can follow that one and click on it, follow it, and that should get you
That
back
should
on
fix
track.
you,
So
yeah. And to
yeah,
really
yeah,
differentiate the differences between the two, the
the
one
two,
that is
yeah,
the one we want you to follow and listen to has
the updated
like
one.
a
Yeah,
white logo, a white sign inside our logo. The other one
yeah,
doesn't. So that's an
yeah, and
easy
that sign is the
anchor
anchor
sign.
sign.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you guys, and would appreciate you guys doing this for us.
All
So
right. I
yeah,
just said I should let you guys know. So thank you guys once again for following us through to episode 20. We love
yep,
you guys
yep.
for being with us on this journey. We are exploring more, we are discovering more. Like this episode is a discovery, and just another, we just discovered another one. And
Yeah,
lovely things to talk about. We're looking forward to having those
absolutely.
conversations and you guys listening and chipping in as much as you can. And
Yeah,
also, one more thing, if you do chip in any way or form, even in by sending a message or anything, and it's something that we can work with, we can bring you onto the show and have a
yeah,
conversation with you as well. So, thank you guys
yeah.
once again. Have a
Thank
lovely
you.
weekend, week ahead.
Yeah.
Stay blessed. One
All
love.
right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.